Introduction of Quilts. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by MaryAnnS. Quilts. Their Story and How to Make Them by Marie D. Webster. Introduction. Although the quilt is one of the most familiar and necessary articles in our households, its story is yet to be told. In spite of its universal use and intimate connection with our lives, its past is a mystery which, at the most, can be only partially unravelled. The quilt has a tradition of long centuries of slow but certain progress. Its story is replete with incidents of love and daring, of sordid pilferings and generous sacrifices. It has figured in many a thrilling episode. The same type of handiwork that has sheltered the simple peasant from wintry blasts has adorned the great halls of doughty warriors and noble kings. Humble maids, austere nuns, grand dames, and stately queens, all have shared in the fascination of the quilter's art and have contributed to its advancement. Cottage, convent, and castle, all have been enriched, at one time or another, by the splendors of patchwork and the pleasures of its making. In its suitability for manufacture within the home, the quilt possesses a peculiar merit. Although exposed for a full century to the competition of machinery, under the depressing influence of which most of the fireside crafts have all but vanished, the making of quilts as a home industry has never languished. Its hold on the affections of womankind has never been stronger than it is today. As a homemaker, the quilt is a most capable tool lying ready at the hand of every woman. The selection of design, the care in piecing, the patience in quilting, all make for feminine contentment and domestic happiness. There are more quilts being made at the present time, in the great cities as well as in the rural communities, than ever before, and their construction as a household occupation and recreation is steadily increasing in popularity. This should be a source of much satisfaction to all patriotic Americans who believe that the true source of our nation's strength lies in keeping the family hearth flame bright. As known today, the quilt is the result of combining two kinds of needlework, both of very ancient origin, but widely different in character. Patchwork, the art of piecing together fabrics of various kinds and colors or laying patches of one kind upon another, is a development of the primitive desire for adornment. Quilting, the method of fastening together layers of cloths in such a manner as to secure firmly the loose materials uniformly spread between them, has resulted from the need of adequate protection against rigorous climates. The piecing and patching provide the maker with a suitable field for the display of artistic ability, while the quilting calls for a particular skill in handling the needle. The fusing of these two kinds of needlework into a harmonious combination is a task that requires great patience and calls for talent of no mean order. To our grandmothers, quilt making meant social pleasure as well as necessary toil, and to their grandmothers it gave solace during long vigils in pioneer cabins. The work of the old-time quilters possesses artistic merit to a very high degree. While much of it was designed strictly for utilitarian purposes, in fact, more for rugged service than display, yet the number of beautiful old quilts which these industrious ancestors have bequeathed to us is very large. Every now and then there comes to light one of these old quilts of the most exquisite loveliness, in which the needlework is almost painful in its exactness. Such treasures are worthy of study and imitation, and are deserving of careful preservation for the inspiration of future generations of quilters. To raise in popular esteem these most worthy products of home industry, to add to the appreciation of their history and traditions, to give added interest to the hours of labor which their construction involves, to present a few of the old masterpieces to the quilters of today, such is the purpose of this Book of Quilts. Marion, Indiana, March 18, 1915. End of introduction. Chapter 1 of Quilts by Marie D. Webster. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Read by Mary Ann. Chapter 1. Patchwork in Antiquity. The origin of the domestic arts of all nations is shrouded in mystery. Since accurate dates cannot be obtained, traditional accounts must be accepted.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?